You're listening to Blacksit Radio with on-air personalities in Costa Rica, Panama, Mexico, and Tanzania. Playing smooth jazz, quiet storm, R&B, reggae, and the very best talk, 24/7.
We have an exciting announcement for our YouTube audience today that Bella Life and Black Expats in Costa Rica are proud to introduce a new member to our family. The Zen Zone Espiritu Esencia, which translates to Essence of Spirit. Our guests for today's episode are also proud members of this new initiative, but we'll save the details about their involvement for a future episode. We're eager to share more about the Zen Zone and its mission to connect people with the essence of spirituality, unity, and oneness. But for now, let's dive into our conversation with our esteemed guests. Stay tuned until the end of the episode for more details about the Zen Zone and its goals. Today we are joined by two extraordinary guests, Kira Buckley and McKenna Anderson. So, without further ado, let's welcome Kira and McKenna to the show.
Hey family.
Hey, hey.
Pura vida. I am Kira or Kira, and this is
McKenna.
And we are headed to you very soon. First, I just want to give a beautiful gratitude shout out to Devon Austin. We call her Mama Divine with Blacksit Radio.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. We are so honored to be on this platform and just honored to share a part of our spirit and our soul. So thank you for allowing us to do that.
Beautiful. I'll let McKenna jump in first. And we just want to give a little bit of clarity on who we are, why we're headed to Costa Rica, and what this beautiful land and this country means to us. Yeah.
Yes. So I guess I'll start first. So my name is McKenna, and I always ask, everybody asks, so who are you? What are you? Well, first I'm joy. First I'm light. And first I'm love. But how I show up in this world is as a physical therapist. I've been practicing for about 16 years in Los Angeles. And I specialize in a manual therapy called myofascial release. And this beautiful, beautiful modality has taken me from LA to East Coast to Costa Rica. And it is really a passion of mine to be able to guide, help people through their somatic body. And by coming into their fascial body and their energetic body together, to be able to guide yourself to more freedom within yourself, within your body, more liberation, and number one, less pain, less irritation, and just in general having a beautiful life, because I really feel that our body is a vessel to being able to live on this beautiful planet with ease and with love. So that is what I do, along with Kira and our Magnolia Retreats. We have a beautiful wellness event business that we are so proud of. And that's kind of what led us to Costa Rica as well. But I'll keep that for later. But
we'll be back on that point. Let me just slide in real quick.
Who are you, Kira?
Who am I? Kira Buckley, proud partner in love and life with McKenna Anderson. But Kira, I'm a licensed acupuncturist and clinical herbalist by trade. And I say trade because there's so many things that show up off paper. As a 7th generation priestess and intuitive, I infuse that in a lot of the work and services that I offer. So I operate as ceremonialist or spirit doula, wherever that feels good for you. And really just coupling the work that I do with my partner with what we cater or create for you in these concierge services, mind, body, and spirit, ceremony, devotion, retreats, body work integration, whether it's one-on-one, all the way up to corporate. This is how we're showing up in the world today. I'm also a proud mama of 2 moons, 2 girls, and really excited to expand across the waters, I say. I've been traveling for some years now as an entrepreneur and mom. So we're no stranger to the movement. However, this being a first, Costa Rica being a first, it's been our home away from home for a little over 3 years now, traveling back and forth. So for the last probably 12 years, even before connecting with McKenna, like my passion is rooted in retreats and creating these experiences one-on-one and immersions that look different from what you might expect a retreat to look like. And then, of course, the birth of Magnolia Retreats came with our connection together, starting first in LA with quarterly retreats that we call Sanctuary, which is a day experience, and then expanding that into our yearly international retreat. And Costa Rica has been our home for that for the last 3 years. So that brings us to why we're coming. Why are we making Costa Rica home?
I really feel that Costa Rica calls you. The land calls you.
Has to.
When we started going to Costa Rica 3 years ago, almost 4 now, it first started off as just a vacation spot. But we clearly went on that land and we knew that there was something special in Costa Rica that we both felt. It felt like home. It felt like the indigenous people, the Bribri, that stepped into that land and started on that land, called us to be there. And I told her, I was like, my body feels good here. There's no aches, no pains, at least amount of stress. And it just literally, it felt like ease in Costa Rica, to our soul, to our heart. And also there's a frequency in Costa Rica that I've never felt. It's really a heart frequency. When I say heart, meaning it's from everybody that we have met there has been all heart centered. And we have been open. We have been just greeted with open arms with everything that we've done out there. And having some of our friends be out there, particularly on the Caribbean side, Puerto Viejo, Punta Uva, where we throw our retreats, they have shown us that beautiful land.
We love you, Black Expats.
Right? That part. And also that too, literally seeing that Black Americans have really thrived over there. And it was just such an inspiration. And I was like, Kira, we can do this too.
We're doing it.
Right? So the land called us. What about you? What do you feel? Why were you connected to Costa Rica?
Well, because McKenna said we were going. That was the original.
That too.
What started as she said, what started as a vacation. There's a couple of nuances that are sort of game changers here that I don't want to skate by. What we are doing collectively and separately, I feel, is not just innovative, but it's brave, if I must say so. It's brave. There are paradigm shifts that we made a commitment to make for ourselves and for each other. So we, live and love as a proud queer connection and couple, and outside of that, in partnership in healing. And I don't see a lot of representation of that, not just in queer coupling, but also in partnership together in providing healing spaces for others. So that alone, and then you take me across the water to Costa Rica, is a resounding yes. The beautiful thing in why or how Costa Rica came up for us is it's a place that neither of us had traveled to before.
Yeah.
So collectively we could, make this discovery and be curious about something together, almost like a clean slate.
Yeah.
And it happened in the sand of Playa Negra, in the sparkly black sand. Oof. That I wrote retreat, and I sat in the water with McKenna standing as my anchor right over me. And as the water began to come in, and this is what, I was rooting or anchoring our intentions in, and calling in with ease, and calling in with flow, that if the land of Costa Rica wanted us to be there, that it will be easeful, and the connection, the frequency, and the vibration is going to do what it needs to do. And for almost 4 years, it has done just that. So we've been traveling back and forth all this time. The delicious part in this trip is that our children get to come with us. We're still facilitating our retreat this year in the same quarter that we're moving. So it's a lot of fire happening, but also just a lot of excitement. Speaking of the retreat, spiritual immersion with the Magnolia Retreats is December 4th through the 11th. I'll let McKenna tell you a little bit about that.
Yeah. Oh, girl, I'm already there. Spiritual immersion retreat is so magical. And I'm just so grateful to be able to do it with this beautiful being by my side. We are having our retreat. This is our 3rd annual one. So we are going down to Punta Uva, into the lovely, lovely Casa Mona, which is such a beautiful, beautiful sacred space. And I'm so grateful for, shout out to Simone White, who owns the compound and has opened it up to so many beautiful retreat leaders, and just beautiful, amazing things are happening there. And when I tell you it's an oasis away from all that is, I told her the first time I felt like what I felt like when I was going there, I felt like Jurassic Park. And that you're completely in your own jungle oasis. Thank you, P. And Penelope's going too, my dog. She's excited. She told me she's ready to run on the black sand. So yeah, it's a beautiful retreat that we throw annually, where we invite like-minded, aligned folks and spirits that are like us, caregivers and entrepreneurs, creatives, artists. And we all come together and we share our medicine. We always say this, is that we are no gurus. We are all gurus. And really what we want to do is share our medicine together as a community. So we have all types of beautiful beings there, where we just come together. We rest. We eat. We rest. We have fun. We do workshops. We rest. And we do whatever we want. We really are. It's so important for us to know that people that retreat with us have autonomy, that it's very informal.
And actually retreat.
Like, we have to rest, like if you don't want to do the workshop, you can go hang out on the beach, and just having that full autonomy that we really pride ourselves in giving for our retreat attendees. And I'm just excited for this year, because we will be in Costa Rica for real. Already. And it's like,
we don't have to fly back.
Right. It's like you're coming to our home, And so I think it's going to be really, really special there. And, retreats for us are such a special, sacred place. And we really want to bring retreats to San Jose area.
Most definitely.
Yes.
I want to say, but part of being the pioneers that we are, it's looking at where there's a need or a voice, and not necessarily trying to hurry up and fill it, but just working alongside the universe as co-creator and saying, okay, there's space here. There's space to create. And so while we enjoy and have enjoyed 3 years of being in the Caribbean, we still love the city. We love San Jose and the surrounding areas, and there's so much of Costa Rica to see. So this is a declaration that we made together. A part of moving to Costa Rica was also to make the offerings to the locals, to the community that were born in this land. And then also perhaps some expats that are living in the city too. I have a soft spot for elders. I love my elders, which is why I'm so in love with Mama Divine. But this is also, we know we're very clear of our assignment. That is one thing that I'm super proud of and excited about in this connection, is that we're very clear on why we're here and what our assignment is. So having this call and this connection to elders, to the land, to land rights, to ceremony, and to protocol, and to rest, and being rest advocates, and love, like non-negotiable love channelers. That's just who we are. We want to bring this, we will be bringing this to the city, to the central parts of Costa Rica as well. So this is a good place to really share with everyone, because I can feel you. I know the questions are buzzing. You want to know, well, how can I win? Where can I? What is this going to look like?
Yeah.
Life for us in Costa Rica is, especially in the first few months, is going to be very open, flexible. But one thing for certain, we have an online alchemy school called the Healer's Haven. Whether you are in Costa Rica with us or still in LA, you can jump online and join us in any of our classes and workshops and services. But especially in Costa Rica, we will have offerings of smaller retreat experiences, one-on-one integration services, body work. What else are we?
There's so much. Like what you said, we cater to elders. So I know there's a community in Costa Rica that you lovely expats have been out there and just allowing yourself to really connect with the land and be in your body. And I know as we age, the body ages, and I say it ages in the best way it can. But having experience of 16 years of being in physical therapy and knowing the body the way that I do, and a clinic that I worked at for trash cans. Yes, we got to check out the trash cans as well. I worked in a clinic of neurological and orthopedic diagnoses for 10 years, and seeing just a vast amount of things that the body can go through. I really, really want to share that medicine with the expat community and the locals there, because to us, we have to pour back into the land that is going to pour into us. So offerings can look like beautiful physical therapy sessions with some myofascial release, with also some energetics, clearing the energy off our bodies as well, getting into the nitty-gritty of how the fascia can contribute to aches and pains in our body, and so much more. I also specialize in pelvic floor, releasing things of that nature, especially a lot of people don't know that pelvic floor has a lot to do with back pain, which almost 80% of us are walking around with achy backs and necks. So just allowing us and our offerings to really come in and help you in any kind of way that you need. So reaching out to us, because we're gonna make this happen. Even if you're like, I got an ache that I've had for 10 years. Let me come see it. Let me see if we can guide our way into this issue in your body as well. And so what about you, Kira? What do you offer?
Any and everything.
Right, that.
Seriously. To expand what McKenna is sharing, another thing that I love is all of our offerings are tailored to you. And this is what I mean by spiritual, physical, holistic concierge services, meaning at your discretion and tailored to your specific needs. There are no template. There's no plug and play when it comes to healing or assisting you in facilitating healing, whether that is physically for your body. And I'm going to say all 4 planes of your body, the 4 planes, right? Your physical, mental, emotional, and spirit body. And because our medicine is so divine and so deeply rooted in the holistic person, I'm very excited to collaborate in our offerings. And when McKenna is busy or out looking at a body, that I'm sitting in ceremony. I love tea ceremonies. So if and when you are ready for a holistic regimen and you really want to double down on how can I sync and be in alignment in all 4 planes of my body, I will sit with you. You need a herbal prescription, I will sit with you. Looking at the body again in all 4 planes, and also if there is any intuitive, spiritual.
She's playing that down, y'all. This let me. I'm just going to interject a minute because she's like, oh, that's all I do. This woman is everything. She is connected to spirit. She is a beautiful medium. She is a beautiful intuitive that works with light above, and she is an amazing, amazing conduit of spirit. So I just had to put
it. Just sounds so good when she says it. Maybe that's why I never say it, so she can say it, and I can just listen and receive. Yes, I agree. All of that, and I'll just also add, my first love is writing. So prayers and mantras come natural for me. I love creating with you and for you, and so in the event that you need anything from teaching, curriculum, to writing, devotion, prayers, and mantras, I am also your resource for that. So as we're just grazing the surface, because there's so much more that we offer, and not even, but we'll be back. We'll be back. And I want to say to Mama Divine, to Divine, that we're so grateful for your connection. We are excited to sit with you again and really have a more in-depth, intimate interview with you. But we really just appreciate you having us here. And if any of you are interested in reaching for us prior to our November move, you can find me on Instagram and all my social media platforms at Kira Buckley or KiraBuckley.com. And you can find McKenna
at Aligning Touch PT, and that's the IG handle, and then AligningTouchPT.com.
Yes. You can also email us, Magnolia Retreat Vibes. We are extremely grateful. We sold out in this year's retreat. But if you're in the city, you live there. Yeah. You're on the Caribbean side, and you know, you're like, I just want to stop by. I just want to see who all in here, right? And you have something to exchange, which is most important. This is a non-negotiable of the retreat offerings, is that we do not, how do I say this? We're very adamant about energetic exchange. So we do not take that lightly. That whatever it is that you're offering, that you get that back. The measurement might look different, but you will walk away feeling loved and seen and heard and provided for, always in all the ways. Thank you again, Mama Divine.
Thank you, Mama Divine. We cannot wait to see you and meet you and hug you and just be like, thank you so much.
See you soon.
Kira and McKenna, thank you for being here and sharing your invaluable insights and expertise. Your dedication to holistic healing and spiritual growth is truly inspiring. It's been a pleasure to have you both on the show. The Zen Zone is a haven for Black expats in Costa Rica who seek holistic health, wellness, and spiritual growth through alternative practices. These practices include holistic medicine, shamanism, energy healing, crystal healing, sound therapy, and mind-body-spirit approaches. Our community aims to foster balance, harmony, and self-discovery. If you're a practitioner, service provider, or enthusiast of these practices, we invite you to join our group. This includes those who organize retreats, workshops, and those who share insights through YouTube channels and podcasts. Together, we'll create a nurturing space for learning, healing, and personal growth in the stunning backdrop of Costa Rica. Join the Zen Zone, Espiritu Esencia, and let's cultivate a world of tranquility and connection.